Hello and welcome to Somerset Berkley Regional for Girls Hoops as the Durfee Hilltoppers visit the Blue Raiders. Hi again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Thanks for tuning in as the Blue Raiders studios and Fred TV join forces once again to bring you coverage of high school sports. Back in December, we featured the boys teams from these two schools, and now here in February, we'll feature the two girls teams. It should be a great match. Now, in that first matchup between these two teams, the Lady Hilltoppers hosted at Durfee, and they took care of business 45-33. Since that game, both teams have struggled through the middle part of the season. For Durfee, their schedule has been very difficult. Not too many games early in the season, and that's not good when you're trying to get court time. It's so valuable. Now, lots of games later in the season, they've gotten into a bit of a rhythm. They lost a tough game to Brockton. It was an overtime thriller. It took them out of the Big Three, but they rebounded nicely last time out against the Dartmouth Lady Indians. They're at 5-10 with 5 to go. They have to win out if they want to get into the tournament, so this is a big game for them. For the Somerset Berkley Blue Raiders, they're a young team. They're at 3-12. It's been a tough season, but it's been competitive and fun, according to Coach LePage, who's celebrating a milestone himself, 20 years coaching. He says that he's very optimistic about the future because 2 of his top scorers are freshmen. That's icing on the cake for any coach because he knows they're going to be around for years to come. So this should be a great game. We expect it to be a close game, probably a lower scoring game like we had that first matchup at Durfee. We hope you'll stick around because this should be a fun one. Evan Massoud coming to you from Somerset Berkley Regional. We got tip-off next.
Hello, and welcome to our 2017 senior night. Thank you all for coming. To start it off, we would like to recognize the 4 seniors that have come from Durfee. So when we call your name, if you start to come up, we have a rose for you. First, Reagan McDonald. Isabel McDonald. Katie Benalowitz. And Jamalia Foster. Now from the Raiders, we would like to introduce our 3 seniors along with their parents, if you can escort them to around half court. We have Maddie Thompson, escorted by Amy Chris. Amelia Griffin, escorted by Jen and Tim. And Tara Kyle, escorted by Beth and Peter. And now we're going to start our speeches. The first one is by Julia Pacheco for Maddie Thompson.
A family is a social group of people who love and support one another through the good and bad of life. This seems like a family. There are hundreds of kids in your class, and you will probably only come to know half of them. But on a team like this, everyone's name is second nature. When you spend every day with each other for 2.5-hour practices, along with every home and away game, you tend to create a bond with those people. We are living proof that you cannot choose your strengths, but use each other's strengths and weaknesses to benefit yourselves as a whole. Once we step into this gym, we are equal, and together we are stronger than ever. Just last year as a freshman, I didn't say any words to you. Maybe just hi, and that's about it. This year, many things have changed and grown within our friendship. Everyone on this team looks up to you, as well as respects you immensely on and off the court. We have a bond like no other. The best teams are formed when social aspects disappear, and every game is played as if it were the last time any of us will ever play together. This year, I could always count on you if I needed something or someone to talk to. And even when I would throw a pass away, you were always there to save it. This is it, our last few games playing together. We shared so many memories together this season. Memories that will never be forgotten. Our crazy bus rides to games, you getting car sick, and our pump up jams will be remembered forever. Those non-real bands on your wrist will be a fashion statement not to be forgotten. There isn't anyone else that I call sissy, not even my twin sister. As a sophomore, I look up to you in so many ways. You're incredibly smart. Every time you have a game, you're the only one who has the motivation to do their homework or study. I sure learned a lot of anatomy this season. Thanks for bringing me oils, so my clothes will spread around the team, and always looking out for every one of us. The future's bright for you, and I can't wait to see everything you accomplish after high school. I'm proud to call you a friend, and although I am disappointed to be saying goodbye to you, I know you are moving on to bigger and better things. You never fail to bring your bright smile and joy into every room you walk into. Every day when you walk through the gym doors, you have a great attitude and positive vibe. You have such a sweet personality, and God knows how you have the patience to deal with me all season. Who knows how Coach can still do with me? Wait, Coach, you're running diamonds? Oh, yeah, that's right. As a teammate and as a team captain, you are such a great leader and mentor that has brought so much positivity to this team. Next year, you'll be braving this. In a few months, I will be sitting in the stands seeing our city walk across the stage. You will be off to your next chapter in life, and wherever you go, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck in your future, Molly, and your future life. Can't wait to see you at the next one day. Love your sister.
The next speech is going to be by Lauren Fitzpatrick and Amelia Durfee. Coach Page once said that you remember the people who left a mark on your life and tested you most. Not the people who you might have had a class with, or the people who you passed by on the corridors, or even the people who you ate lunch with once or twice. But the people who you made fond with as a team is who you remember the most. The people who are the stars of the team, or captains, or the natural born leaders. Amelia, you are all of those things. You support everyone on the team, and you have more heart for the game than I could have ever imagined possible. Anytime you can help anyone, you do. You welcome any new player or freshman. Without a doubt, I know that they have somebody that they feel comfortable with on the team. Coming into basketball, especially as a freshman, personally I was a nervous wreck. But once I walked into that gym and saw all the upperclassmen, I got 10 times as scared. If it wasn't bad enough that I was a freshman, I also started the season late. You came right up to me and told me that not to be nervous because we got this. You failed to mention how torturous the state was, but hey, nobody's perfect. We all learned if Coach asks you always choose Russian instead of Harvard and a 9-second instead of an 8. That comes with experience, something we have a lot of on this team. In this school, we are one. We represent SC and we're proud to do that. You've gone further than that. You represent all of us as team, as captain. You chant before each practice and each game, and we look up to you. I look up to you. As a person, you are caring. You are not tough as nails and you don't let anyone push you around. You care for everybody no matter what. You're the loudest one out there, aside from your mom. You're the let someone try to mess with anyone else on the team and you're the angriest one out there, aside from Coach. But you still do your best to be humble about it. You don't let the game get the best of you, and you let how we drag you to coffee. Win or lose, we always have a message to portray. As a player, skills speak for themselves. You put everything you have into this game, and you have a smile on your face doing it. Being a player is one thing, but being a teammate is another. You truly make this team as strong as it could possibly be simply with your dedication and attitude. Let's just say, you left your mark here, and next year's team is going to have some pretty big shoes to fill. It will never be the same without you, but the next team you get you will be beyond lucky. Good luck in everything you do. We love you. And lastly, we have a speech by Allie McCullough. Although he didn't play basketball, Wayne Durfee, a former NHL hockey player, once stated, "None of us ever thought he
But our deeper figuratively way, I was told that like this. If you don't shoot for your goals and aspirations in life, you'll miss out on them. By not taking these open shots to create the future you've always dreamed of explosive, missing out on every chance you can have to make it. But Kat, I don't think for 1 second that you're missing any of the shots that you're taking. Sure, you'll miss a few easy layups in the air during the games, and you're not there may be a slip of the foul and then your foul shot, and then I always can call you so well. But in your life, I personally think you're taking every shot you can, and although it might not seem like it to you, in my eyes and everybody else, you're making them. You've taken a shot in high school and succeeded more than I could ever imagine. You've dedicated so much time and hard work into your academics and sports, and even with all your positions working on your busy schedule, still managed to become number 11 in your class, which I honestly don't understand. You come home sometimes in tears from all the stress, and then continue to cry and all that stuff as you do your homework and study, but somehow you still manage to have it all done for your classes the next day, regardless of the patient comes to you something or not. You get bored of the summer in class, but still manage to fall on the main floor for the last end of the term, which is pretty impressive. Most importantly, though, you've taken a shot at being not only the best older sister anyone could ask for, but my best friend, and you've switched shot. You've become someone I look up to and want to impress every single day. It's such a comfort and eager feeling to always be able to have right by my side through anything, whether you're a sister or a friend. I look up to you for anything and everything, and I know you for the same position in your basketball. I'm so thankful to have been lucky enough to get somebody later in my life and to have you as a role model. I really don't know how I'll make it through my next 2 years in high school without you. You've become my go-to person, my basketball buddy, and even my personal closet, considering everything I wear is yours. I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished in your life, and even more proud to make you able to call you my sister. Kat, you've honestly taught me some of the best lessons life has to offer, and I choose to go and find you once I graduate college and come back and tell me, and I know exactly what you did. Alright, now if you're crying, which I hope you are, considering you've taught me to the whole team, I'm also going to make you going to since the day basketball started. Let's stop and continue the gameplay, and if we get out early, then we can stop it coming from the way home. I love you, Kat, and I know you're great and everything you've ever touched us. Go Hilltoppers.
Lastly, I want to give a shout out to Sandy Sylvia, who isn't allowed to participate. She stood out in New Hampshire, but we love you all the same. Thank you, Sandy.
Okay, this is just a quick announcement. We the seniors compiled our mind together and decided to get presents for the 3 coaches.
Let's go.
The Lady Blue Raiders about to take to the court with their contingency of seniors, and we also have some of the freshmen as well starting this evening. Should be, again, a great game. This is really something we've been looking forward to for a while. It was great to be here in December and see this new school, really kind of get the tour and the lay of the land, and great to be back here as well. Tip-off goes to the Lady Blue Raiders. And quickly stolen and thrown away, though, by the Lady Hilltoppers. So a tough transition right there. There were a lot of turnovers in Durfee's last game that we had featured on Fred TV in Fall River, and that was the Brockton game. Tons of turnovers, and, the game might not have even gone to OT if the Lady Hilltoppers hadn't given up the ball so much. So a bit of a troublesome area there, and going to work to improve upon that. A travel called on, that was number 42, Jessica Salamoni, one of the 2 freshmen starting this evening, along with Caroline Gajewski. Durfee trying to get on the board first. That was tipped away by Kara Mikhailov. And now the Ladies get the ball back. Now, Durfee's also got a freshman starter, Shaylin Cruz, number 5. She's on the court, and she's really made a name of herself this year for the Lady Hilltoppers as we remain scoreless through this first minute here. Passing it to Isabel McDonald, who has dyed her hair. She had been blonde and going to the brunette colors here. Throwing a curveball at me right out of the gate. Isabel just signed this morning for college to Merrimack, so we congratulate her on that, one of the Durfee seniors. I'm going to run down the starters for you. For the visiting Hilltoppers, of course, number 1, Isabel McDonald, we just saw. Number 5, Shaylin Cruz. Number 11, Anush Alemian. Number 15, Abby Callahan. And number 35, Shaylin Carrero. On the other side, captain number 24, Madison Ponce. Senior number 30, Kara Mikhailov. Underneath, and that was one of the other starters, Caroline Gajewski. She gets the scoring started here about 90 seconds into the game. Number 42, Jessica Salamoni. And captain number 45, Amelia Griffin. So there's your starting 10 players between the two teams. 8-minute quarters here in high school sports. And if you're just tuning in a little bit late here, Durfee at 5-10, they need to win out to get into the tournament. Lost a tough one against Brockton that probably would have earned them a split in the Big Three and basically a co-championship of the Big Three, which would have been an automatic berth because you win your conference, you get into the tournament regardless of your record. That's one of the oddities with the 3-team league. That's a topic for another discussion, another day though. Another discussion, another time. But because they're out of the Big Three, Durfee has to do it the hard way and do it by overall record. We have our first foul of the game coming up here on the Hilltoppers. It's on McDonald. Basically, Durfee has to win. They're at 15 games now. There's 5 to go, and they're at 5-10. So they have to finish at 500 and win out if they intend to get to the state tournament. And actually, this is now my 5th season. This is a 3-ball put up, no good, in and out. Cruz is there for the rebound for Durfee. In my 5th season here, I have yet to see the Lady Hilltoppers not make the tournament under Coach Brendan Kelly. So, you know, going to be a tough pill to swallow if they cannot get there this year. 3-on-1, McDonald with a good feed to Alemian. Doesn't fall. Therefore, the rebounder is Gajewski. Thrown away. There's another turnover. Now thrown away on the other side. That was a bad pass. Not a good pass there at all. They're trying for Cruz, but too much coverage down the other end. So, but yes, getting back to Durfee, you know, this would be a tough one if they're not able to make the playoffs. They've been in it. Gajewski with another 2. That's 4-0 the score in favor of the home team. Did celebrate senior night. You saw that ceremony just moments ago as well. Really nice senior night ceremony. They honored the Durfee seniors as well that came into tonight, which was very nice. McDonald, good for 3 for the Hilltoppers, gets them on the board. It's a 1-point game. Now, as I said, too, the other side, I mean, Coach LePage celebrating a milestone, 20th season, and I'll tell you, there are not many coaches who would be coaching a 3-12 team who would be as optimistic and positive as him. You know, I hadn't seen the Somerset team yet this year as Salamoni puts it in for 2. Haven't had a chance to see the Somerset girls this year, so this is actually my first look at them. And so in talking with him pregame, you know, he said one of the worst things, or, you know, things to work on, I should say, is finishing strong. So there were a number of games, as Carrero puts that in for 2. She's in the book. There are a number of games, maybe 3 or 4 of them, that they led with just 2 minutes or so to go in the game. It was very late in the 4th quarter, and somehow, you know, shot themselves in the foot and came out on the losing end of it. You take some of those games away. That one doesn't fall. Take some of those games away and turn them to wins, and SB is right in the playoff picture. So I would say that as this team grows, again, young team, they're going to be right in it next year, and they should have a really good team. McDonald for 2. She's got 5. And the Hilltoppers lead for the first time tonight, 7-6 the score. Already passing the halfway mark in this first quarter. Here's a 3-ball from Salamone. Oh, in and out of the rim. Looked good from up here. I'll tell you, you know, take nothing away from some of the courts in Fall River. Of course, the schools are older, but this second-level walking track where we're set up here in Somerset, this is just absolutely fantastic. The angle, the view over the court, being up high, you really get such a great vantage point. It's fantastic. So, again, really exciting to be back here. First foul of the game for Somerset goes to Salamone. You may notice in front of the Durfee bench, getting her own rebound was Griffin. Going to shoot it back outside. They get it to Salamone. Now back to Griffin. Nice spin move there in the theoretical paint. No paint here on this court necessarily, but where the paint would be out of bounds, stepped out was Gajewski. But you may notice on the Durfee sideline in front of the bench, you don't see head coach Brendan Kelly, and that's because Coach Kelly is on paternity leave. Yes, he and his wife, Maria, welcomed a baby boy into the family over the weekend, late last week. So assistant coach Kevin Bates taking over the helm for today. And on the other side, too, here at Somerset, there's a 3-ball for the Hilltoppers. And that was Reagan McDonald just into the game. Up by 4. Durfee 10-6 the score. And that's stripped, going to go out of bounds. Can McDonald keep it in? She does. Had a couple feet to move there, so. But on the other side here at Somerset, too, the athletic director, Joe Francis, on paternity leave as well, welcoming a child into the world. So families getting bigger here. Good times. Congratulate both sides here, both families. That's a good jumper there from Griffin. She had some pressure, hands in her face, still got it off. Clean shots. We come down to the 90-second marker in the first quarter with a 2-point game, just kind of what we expected. Back and forth. McDonald with an open 3, in and out. Already had one. The rebound went to, is that Carrero? It was. Still a loose ball and a travel called. Durfee going to get the break there. A lot of contact. I thought for sure we were going to see a whistle on a foul, but nonetheless, a travel. Going to see a couple players out for Durfee. Abby Callahan and Shaylin Carrero will take a break. Jamila Foster into the game. And also underneath there, Jayla Hall just into the game. Tipped away, out of bounds, Somerset ball. Good force there by the Lady Blue Raiders to get that turnover. Force it out of bounds. I mean, there's nothing that Durfee could do there. Your natural instinct to go after the ball as it's going out, and nothing the Hilltoppers could do with that one, and right on the baseline. Tipped out of bounds by Majori. That was Mariah Majori just into the game. That one did not fall. We're under a minute here. Cruz outside to McDonald. Good coverage. Kind of a man-to-man defense here, one-on-one. That's Foster putting that in for 2. SB playing a bit of a, one-on-one, if you will, man-to-man, but kind of dropping back a little bit, not playing right at the elbow there, right at the arc. We know McDonald can fly. The soccer player gets fouled, and she'll head to the line for 2. Isabel McDonald, really with a great high school career, and her speed so effective on a short court here in basketball. When you're used to how many basketball courts could fit on a soccer court in terms of length? Well, I mean a soccer field in terms of length. Well, she can certainly put the loud pedal down in a hurry and get up and down the court. First one's good. 5-point game, largest lead of the night for either side. In and out. So it'll stay at a 5-point game and almost turned back over on that rebound. 15 seconds. Somerset will get to take the last shot here and at least try to pull within 3, maybe within 2, depending on what goes on here. Outside shot, faked, 5 seconds, got to get it off. 2 seconds now. Nothing doing. And they're going to go scoreless in that last possession. That's a bummer right there for the Blue Raiders. Lady Blue Raiders had an opportunity to cut this lead back a little bit, but not able to do so. And so, we'll recap that first quarter there. Really impressive. Couple threes for Durfee. That ends up being, the difference basically in this one, because take those threes away and, it's a much closer game. 5 points really not much to worry about, especially after just one quarter. But McDonald leading the way, 6 points individually. Good start for Gajewski on the other side. She had the first 4 points of the game, but then kind of went cold the rest of that first quarter. So we'll keep an eye on her, see what she does. Both teams spreading it out as well. You have 4 scorers for Durfee, 3 for Somerset. So good, solid first quarter, I'd say, for both sides. Keeping it close, just what we expected. So just about ready to head back to the court, so we're going to head back down there now as the teams come out of their inter-quarter 60-second timeouts, if you will. And just note as well that that foul before went on Majori. It was number 2 for the team, her first foul. So that was the foul that sent Isabel McDonald to the line for the Hilltoppers. Right now, in terms of playoffs, at least on the Fall River side, or the greater Fall River side, Diamond Regional, their girls team, after basically a 10-year drought, is now in for the 4th straight year. So talk about a turnaround, that's thrown away. Turnaround in terms of the tournaments and records, et cetera, et cetera. Shane Doyle doing a great job over there with the Lady Bengals. And, some will argue, well, the Mayflower League isn't, a strong league. It's an easy league. Well, nonetheless, you make the tournament 4 years in a row, you're doing something right. And so we credit them as well, having a good season. I got to double check the Diamond Boys record for basketball, but I do not believe they're going to make the tournament. I could be wrong, but last check, it was they were not doing as well as the girls, so I don't think they're going to make it in. Got the iPad going here. Another turnover, so taken back. I take that back, eat my words. So 11-6, they will be in. So Diamond with 2 playoff teams. Durfee on the bubble. Again, more so for the girls. The boys are at 8-8 right now coming into tonight. So they're playing over at Durfee against the Blue Raiders. And so they're kind of in dire situation as well. I mean, they only got to win 2, but ideally they'd like to win out as well, because then puts them a little higher in the bracket, and maybe you get a chance of a home game in that first round, or bye even, so you don't have to play that preliminary round. That's put up. Nice little banker off the glass. 2 points. (13-10). And that was Kara Mikhailov who would put that in. Now on the other side for Durfee, a 3-ball makes it a 6-point game now. Fouled. Second foul for the Hilltoppers. It's going to result in 2 shots for the Blue Raiders. And it's going to be Reagan McDonald's first foul. Heading to the line is Amelia Griffin. Boy, it got quiet in here during that, I'll tell you. Very rarely can you get a gym to be whisper quiet. Yeah, the Diamond Boys finishing strong this year, so glad to see that. So they'll be in the tournament. Missing both free throws and getting the rebound was Abby Callahan for Durfee, so the foul does not come back to hurt Durfee. Carrero on the backside there. Not her strong side, if you will. She ended up not able to put it up and then is fouled. Third foul for the Blue Raiders. And second foul on Salamone. No shot, though, no basket. Going down to the ground was Catherine Callahan. No basket there, so we'll turn it back around. Jump ball and point to Durfee. I apologize, they switched the arrow, so it's actually Somerset ball. So the next one will go to Durfee. Well, the officials maybe just confirming that as well. Didn't have a chance to, they wanted to talk about it, make sure they got it right. Inbounding, going outside, tipped away by Callahan. The Somerset boys at 4-10 right now, they're in trouble as well. 4-11 rather. So they little room to move here. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like here at Somerset going to see any tournament-bound hoops teams. But like I said, Durfee right now not looking too much better either. Doing her darndest to keep that in bounds was Caitlin Bonalovitz, but it does go out. So be kept by Somerset. 29 seconds on the shot clock. Put up off the top of the glass. Griffin with the rebound. She's going to try to get free. She'll toss it outside to the point there. No good. Bonalovitz to Carrero underneath. Can't put that one up, and kind of a quiet second quarter here. We're almost 3 minutes in, and we just have 2 baskets, a 3-ball for Durfee and a field goal for 2 points for the Blue Raiders. Durfee playing a 2-3 zone here. That hit the rim, so a fresh shot clock stolen by Carrero, and she's heading down the court. She'll bank it in for her second basket. Loose ball, who wants it? Fouled. That will be foul number 4 for Somerset. The first on Amelia Griffin. So 14 fouls, first individual foul, first personal foul for Griffin. That's Abby Callahan now out for 3. That was Catherine Callahan. Underneath, trying for the putback was Carrero. She still has the ball. No, stolen away by Mikhailov. And now we'll go the other way. Durfee picking up foul number 3. It is the first for Shaylin Carrero. And it's 18-10. So right now an 8-point lead for the Lady Hilltoppers, largest lead of the night. And we come up on the halfway mark here in the second quarter. Loose ball picked up by Isabel McDonald. Oh, they're calling her for a carry. Wow. I didn't see that. Saw her switching hands. That's a tough one there. 4 minutes gone, though, in the second. 4 minutes to play before halftime. What a fast first half this has been, I'll tell you. Another bouncer, but kept again by the Blue Raiders, and Carrero just too tall for Sydney Philippe. Good effort, though. Lady Blue Raiders are having a tough time getting some points. Again, maybe it's that some of that inexperience. Only the 1 basket this quarter. Then again, Durfee not much better, only 2 baskets. So really a low-scoring second quarter compared to the first. 5-2. McDonald, just a straight steal to the hoop. No fouls, it doesn't go, but a fresh shot clock after it hit the rim. Nice spin move there from Catherine Callahan to Shaylin Carrero. No good. Griffin with the rebound. Good pressure there from Somerset Berkley. We're able to get that rebound right back, get the ball back. And a timeout called with 2:52 to play here in this first half. The Somerset Berkley cheerleaders going to take to the court now as well. So right now, 18-10, as we get the warning buzzer there. 18-10, Durfee leads. 2:52 to play in this first half. It was 13-8 at the end of one. 5-2 Durfee advantage in the second quarter. It gives you the 18-10 score. And the Blue Raiders will have possession here. Just 19 seconds, though, on the shot clock. They got to take it from center court. Julianne Pacheco, number 1. She's into the game now, and that's stolen. Cruz comes away with it. Bad pass, but Isabel McDonald is there, able to get it just in time. She got the ball back, gonna fake. Pull back, going all the way to the other side of the arc. Tipped away. Nice steal there from Griffin. Gets it back. Gajewski now back to Griffin, and to the basket for 2. Almost stolen there. Good passing for Durfee from what we're seeing early in this game. They really haven't had too many bad passes, moving the ball around the arc very well. That's a 3. That's off the rim, no good. And right into the hands of Majori. Oh, good pressure there. Double teamed. McDonald with the steal again. That one goes in for the 2-point layup. 90 seconds to play in the half. Storming out from the backcourt. Gajewski tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Blue Raiders ball. Tell you one reason this has been such a fast half. Very limited fouls. 3 for Durfee, 4 for Somerset. Gotta like that. Keep the clock moving. Gonna go out to Pacheco. And she'll figure out, oh, stole it. Right into the hands of McDonald, I'll tell you. Good feed to Cruz. Cruz loses it. Griffin and Cruz now fighting for it. Gonna go the other way. Durfee's gonna pick up foul number 4 here on a pretty wild transition there. And Shaylin Carrero is gonna pick up her second personal. 68 seconds to play now in this first half, coming up on 60. 2-1, here we go. Final minute of the first half. Durfee still leading by 8, 20-12. Majori with the pass to Mikhailov, and there's another foul for Durfee. And Isabel McDonald going to pick up number 2 for her personal record. 5 fouls for Durfee now, 2 shots for Griffin. She missed her first 2 earlier in this quarter in her first trip to the line. She's actually the only Blue Raider to get to the line here in this first half, and she missed that one. McDonald went to the line for Durfee in the first quarter. Hit 1 of 2. So far, 0 for 3 at the line is Amelia Griffin, hoping to change that right here. Just a little bit strong, just a hair too much on that one. It just hit the back of the rim. Cruz, spin move. Oh, what a pass to Foster. She couldn't get up, so she cleared it out. That was a great behind the back pass. Try Foster again. Loses the ball. Going down the court now. Gajewski, she loses it. It'll still be Somerset ball, but really good pressure by Abby Callahan just to jar it loose, take the shot away without causing the foul. I'll tell you, this is really anybody's game. If Somerset starts shooting and getting some points in the second half, this is going to be anybody's game. It should be a great second half. Here's a 3-ball off the back of the rim. The rebound going to Mikhailov will go again for the 3. That's good from downtown. Gajewski with a 3. She's got 7 points in the game. It's a 5-point game. And with 3 seconds, Durfee's going to get a shot off. Desperation, no good. Nice finish for the Lady Blue Whalers at what was really not a great second quarter. But after that timeout, Coach LePage must have gotten the message across because they finished very strong in that second quarter. Really good job. Limiting Durfee to just 7 points as well, that's an accomplishment in itself. 7 more points for Somerset. They had 8 in the first, but again, really strong finish. They make some of those free throws. We could be tied right now. So this is really turning into a good game. 20-15 is the score. Third quarter's coming up next, so stick around. Third quarter about to begin here at Somerset Berkley Regional. Fred TV and Blue Raiders Studios bring you high school sports coverage here as Durfee faces off against Somerset. Evan Massoud with you here high atop the new Somerset Berkley gym. Great to be back here. Again, we were here in December for boys hoops, and thrilled to be back here as we feature the girls here across the Taunton River. Lady Hilltoppers coming in at 5-10. They have to win out. They have a 5-point lead, and they have 5 games to go. So I guess 5 is the magic number right now. They need 5 wins. They have 5 games to go, and they're leading by 5 right now. So, we'll see where they end up at the end of 20 games here. They have only 1 home game, so they got to do the hard way, and I think one game that's going to probably going to hurt them on the schedule is Attleboro. They are always a tough opponent. Durfee hosted Attleboro earlier this season, and they lost back right after New Year's, 74-47, and Attleboro is the season finale, and it's on the road. That's where their season ended last year in the playoffs. So not too promising, unfortunately, and I mean, anytime you got to win out, it's going to be difficult. So realistically, I don't know how possible it is. It definitely can be done. I mean, look, be remiss if we talk about comebacks. Look at what the New England Patriots did, right, in the Super Bowl. Absolutely incredible. But, of course, this is also high school hoops, so it's not the NFL or the NBA for that matter. But is it possible? Yes. Realistically, I don't think so. And that's just based on, yearly statistics and the probability of it. So, Durfee, they're going to try to finish strong this season, but, even if they win the next 4, I feel like that Attleboro game may be the killer for them to end it. So we shall see. Now on the other side for Somerset, as they have the ball now after the turnover, they're hosting Durfee tonight. They have one more home game slated, and that would be against Coyle Cassidy, actually tomorrow. And then they head to Bourne and to Apponequet to finish the season. And right now at 3-12, they won't be making it into the tournament either. So 2 young teams here. I mean, it's been a good game back and forth. There's definitely been high energy, good competitiveness. Of course, we switch sides here as well. So Durfee shooting now down this right side. Cruz trying to float it off the fingertips. She cannot, and she's going to draw a foul. Reaching in there, not a good idea. So she'll pick up foul number 1 here in the second half. It's her first personal foul. That was not a ball, though, that you're going to jar loose, so might as well just let it go. But she does come away with it here, getting the ball back. Carrero to McDonald. Back to Cruz, almost lost it there. Alemian getting it to Carrero. Nice move there. Oh, she loses it. Good pressure by Somerset Berkley. Waiting for a jump ball. You got to tell me there's no travel or jump ball worthy of calling there. Come on. They end up calling the jump ball in the end. That whistle was long overdue. My goodness. I mean, at the very least, there had to have been a travel in there because there were girls moving around while they had the ball, and they weren't dribbling it, that's for sure. And that was for both sides. McDonald with the miss thanks to the Griffin block, and that's a foul now. Isabel McDonald going to pick up foul number 3 here as we just get started in this second half. So going to have to be careful with her. Don't want to lose her to fouls in a close game. Good passing by the Blue Raiders. That's good for 3. Salamone with a 3 ball, and it's a 2-point game. Hilltoppers really struggled scoring points in that second quarter. They put up 13 in the first, but just the 7 in that second. This is for 3. That's off the back of the rim. No good. And the Blue Raiders with a chance to take the lead back for the first time since the opening minutes of the game. A 3 ball would do it. 2 points would tie. Going for the tie, and it's good. 20 all. 5-point run to start this quarter. That was Mikhailov who put it in for 2. Carrero, and 1 for the foul. Should be on 31. And it is, so Majori picking up her second personal, first team foul here in the second half. That's good. So it should be 23 it is. They finally update the score there. So 2 points. The and 1. 23-20, Durfee back in front. Little jumper there from Majori. Trying to put it back. Trying to get a third look. Griffin able to steal it. Fresh shot clock. They're going to go underneath. No good. And a foul. Foul on Somerset Berkley, in fact, and it's going to be number 2. Number 2 in this half. Number 2 for Griffin. She picks up her second personal. Abby Callahan throws it away. Tough pass there. Right into the hands of Majori. Griffin. This is for 3. And it's off the rim. Thought it was going to go. Griffin with the putback for 2. Give her 6 points on the night. 1-point game. Topper's got to get in a groove here. That was close to a travel by Carrero. No call, though. Anusha Lemian came out with it, getting that rebound back. Had to fight for it, and now Abby Callahan will slow things up, giving it to Cruz. McDonald still into the game right at the bottom of your screen. She'll get the feed now from Cruz. Going to go back around to Callahan. She wants 3. That's off the back of the rim. Cruz jumping there to get that rebound as it bounced pretty far, almost to the arc. Another behind-the-back pass. Callahan to Carrero. She's been pretty quiet tonight, but she's fouled again. Has 7 points, though, thanks to that 3-point swing moments ago on the and 1. And it's going to be the 3rd foul for Somerset. First foul on Mikhailov. And Carrero will shoot 2 shots here. She hits that first one. Already matching her first half total. Had 4 first half points. She has 4 points here in the 3rd quarter alone. And we're just at the halfway mark of it. 4 minutes gone, 4 minutes to go. Missing that second free throw, though, so 1 for 2 trip. And another foul. This is going to go on Durfee here in the backcourt. It'll be Hilltoppers number 3. And I believe it was called on Cruz. This is a jumper by Griffin. 8 points for her, and we're tied. And yes, the foul was on Cruz. That's number 2 for her. 24 all. This is for 3. Callahan wants it. Got it. Second one from downtown. She had the 3 ball in the second quarter as well. Cruz gets that one back. Really like the intensity. This has become quite the game here in the third quarter. Carrero outside. Callahan again off the front of the rim. That one just a hair short. Going down to the hardwood was Carrero. Slow to get up, but she's okay. And inbounding will be Majori for the Lady Blue Whalers. Well, that's going out, and that's Durfee ball. Good pressure there put on by the Hilltoppers, forcing that. Having a play along the baseline where the Blue Raiders, and it didn't work out. Carrero taking a seat as Jamila Foster comes in. And she gets it back. Can't put it in, though, after the miss from Cruz. There is Salamone. Going the other way. Durfee gets it back again. So we've seen some turnovers of these last couple minutes here. Carrero back in there, though. So just a quick break on the bench for her. Go to Foster. Foster double teamed. Got to get it back out to Cruz. Cruz trying to put a move on. Going to get it to Isabel McDonald. Keeps it inbound just barely along the sidelines. Now back to Foster from Callahan. Callahan with a couple three-ball attempts. She's hit one in this quarter. And they throw it away. Foul called. Thought it was going to be a jump ball. So did Coach Bates. Durfee going to pick up their fifth. A lot of fouls here in the third quarter after a pretty disciplined basketball. A lot of fouls here. That's the first foul on Callahan. And it will be Durfee's, actually it's Durfee's fourth, my bad. Durfee's fourth here in this half. Look at the pressure, and McDonald forces the errant pass. Cruz is there to take it over. A three ball, and it's no good. She got knocked down, no whistles. Cruz gets it back. McDonald gonna drive it. No, she lost it. Foster picks it up, and that time a jump ball is called. Wow. Durfee will keep it, though. Fresh 30 on the clock. And we got timeout. Didn't really think that was a jump ball. I thought I saw some contact there. But the officials down on the court standing right there, seeing it. Been an entertaining third quarter. Both teams coming out ready to score, and it's really the Blue Raiders have made some nice defensive stops here. I mean, Durfee really in it thanks to the three ball from Callahan. Otherwise, it was Carrero with the basket, a couple free throws. But on the other side, pretty impressive for the Blue Raiders. They have 9 points in this quarter. Highest output of any quarter so far, and they trailed just by 3. It'll be 23 seconds on the shot clock. Tipped out of bounds. Durfee will keep it. Don't even really lose a second, actually. They hadn't even hit go yet on that clock, so. That's to the basket. No good. Who wants the rebound? Cruz cuts in, takes it from 2 Blue Raiders. Resets the clock. I'll tell you, she's like probably the shortest one on the court for Durfee, and I've said it before, she's a scrappy player. She gets to the ball like few do on this team. Got good moves, and a double dribble called, though, that time. Trying to do, I guess, a little too much. So Somerset gets it back. Come up on 90 seconds to play in the third. It's 27-24. That miss by Griffin. Hasn't had many misses, but that one was a miss. Out to McDonald. Now to Carrero. It's off the glass. She hit the side there of the glass of the backboard. That's a good block. Clean block there by Foster. And she's going to sub out after that block. So will McDonald for these last 70 seconds, most likely. Bonalovitz and McDonald into the game. Also coming in is Samantha Soares, her first action tonight for Durfee, number 10, subbing for Abby Callahan. There's Pacheco getting it to Majori, and it's stolen by Soares. Good feed to Cruz, going to the hoop. Can't bounce it in. A wasted effort there for Durfee. Under a minute. Blocked right into the hands of Regan McDonald, and that'll draw a foul. And the foul goes on Mikhailov, number 30, her second, and it is the third team foul for the Blue Raiders. Soares for three, in and out. And Griffin able to come away with it. .20 seconds to play in the third quarter. 3-point game. Griffin gets the feed. Puts it up, no good. There was contact, no fouls. And Carrero is going to get the ball back for Durfee with 14.7. The shot clock will go off. And Hilltoppers look to try to add to their lead here heading into the fourth quarter. Again, 3-point game. It was a 5-point game at the half. Now just a 3-point game. Both teams playing very well this quarter. 3 seconds. And running out of time, Cruz with a desperation three, almost fell. In and out. So at the end of 3, it's a 27-24 game, and I'll tell you, the Blue Raiders have done a nice job to climb back into this game, and they did it with help from multiple players. 3 players getting in on the scoring, Griffin, Salamoni, and Mikhailov in that third quarter. On the other side, it was really the Callahan-Carrero show. Durfee went quiet at the end of this quarter, so look for them to try to turn it on in the fourth quarter and close well. That's been a struggle for the Lady Blue Raiders this season, according to Coach LePage. We mentioned that in the open. Closing strong has been something they've had to work on, and it comes with experience. Again, a young team. So we'll see how they do here under pressure. It's only a 3-point game. It could go either way. So fourth quarter is up next. Stick around. We're going to head back to the court. Just about ready for the fourth quarter here. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV and Somerset Berkley Regional Blue Raiders studios here as well. Great to be here in Somerset as well on your TV set. 8 points for 3 different players. Isabel McDonald and Shaylin Carrero on Durfee's side, and Griffin, Amelia Griffin for Somerset Berkley. They lead the scoring, but McDonald was held scoreless in that third quarter. And she had 6 points in the first, so they've really taken her out of the equation here. And called for a carry was, looks like it was Cruz called on the carry, so a turnover right away here to start off this fourth quarter. That's going to earn her a seat on the bench for the time being. They'll bring in Catherine Callahan. Hilltoppers need to get back to the basket. A lot of open shots that they missed the end of that third quarter, and that's what's really allowed the Blue Raiders to stick around in this one. It was 13-8 after 1, 20-15 after 2, and now 27-24. So they keep chipping away at the score do the Blue Raiders, and it's because Durfee's allowing them to be in this game. I mean, and that's not to say that the Blue Raiders have played a bad game. They haven't played a bad game at all. It's been a competitive game. But Durfee missing some shots that they should have. This probably should be a 7 or 8 point lead right now. Instead, it's only a 3-point game, 27-24, with just over 7 minutes to play in regulation. So the Toppers need to find the basket. They found some sparks thanks to a couple threes that have gone their way. And but I mean, a lot of fast break layups that they've missed. You know, things that they got to do better. Shot clock violation. So that's another turnover for Durfee as well. And now some subs. 4 players back into the game for Durfee. Basically cleaning house here, and I think it's basically the starters coming back in. It is, with the exception of Jayla Hall. She's into the game right now. The other 4 starters for Durfee back in there. So really the exception is Cruz. She's on the bench for the time being. Put in by Griffin. She's got 10 points, first player to double digits, and she's done it solely on her own underneath tonight, hitting those bank shots, those nice layups. Really done a nice job. It's a 1-point game. Alemian back out to Callahan. She'll pull up for a jumper, and it goes in. A favorable bounce for Abby Callahan. She's got 8 now. Loose ball. Who wants it? In the emblem. Who wants it? Jump ball. And it looks like Durfee's going to get it. They will. And Callahan will have it here. Kind of taking over at the point there. Nice steal from Griffin. So kind of playing where Cruz was playing is Callahan. She's at the top of the arc now. They get it back to Griffin now outside. This is for 2. That's a bouncer, no good. And a whistle. Shaylin Carrero called on a push. It's going to be her 3rd personal foul. Durfee's 5th. They have 1 more to give before they put Somerset into bonus. Blue Raiders have had 2 trips to the line. They were both for Griffin. This is for 3. Griffin missed them both. Put back is no good. Carrero has the ball for Durfee. On the other side, Durfee 3 for 5 at the line tonight. So small sample size in terms of free throws. Everything coming from the field for the most part. Carrero with a jumper. Oh, it doesn't go. In and out. Boy, we've seen that a few times tonight too. Uncontested to the basket. It's off the bottom of the rim though. They'll start it over though. Griffin, jumper from the line. Good for 2. Back to a 1-point game with 5 minutes on the clock. McDonald, again, a quiet second half so far. That's no good for 3. In and out, picked up by Majori. Jump ball. This will be Somerset ball. Alemian and Majori with a very quick exchange of, checking on each other because Alemian went down to the hardwood. So good sportsmanship there. Fighting for the ball, not with each other necessarily. Good feed underneath. Carrero's going to get called on her 4th foul. She can't believe it. Pleading her case, but not going to work. Well, they see, and they went out of bounds. I don't even see a call for a foul yet on the board. So actually, I don't think the foul was called. Well, it does not appear that any foul was called. Griffin loses it, picks it back up, and fouled. Draw the foul, she waited. That's a smart player right there. Durfee's 6th foul, and it's going to be Callahan's 2nd. Quick 3 for the lead! Gajewski with a 3-ball. And the Blue Raiders lead for the first time since the opening minutes in the game. 31-29 is the score. Carrero, no good. Somerset ball. Looks like we're ready to go here. Momentary pause there. Hilltoppers need a stop. And Isabel McDonald going to pick up her 4th, and it is the team's 7th foul. So now 1-on-1 situation. Callahan went down hard there. She's okay. That's why you hear the crowd. And at the line is Salamone, shooting 1 and 1. So you got to make the first to hit the second. That's how it works. She does not. Alemian gets the rebound. Big miss there for the Blue Raiders. 4 minutes to go in this one. Durfee trailing by 2 for the first time in basically 3 whole quarters. They have struggled to hit baskets, that's for sure. Just 1 basket here in this quarter, the 4th quarter. And that's why Somerset Berkley has been able to come back in this one. Another shot clock violation coming here unless they get it off, which they did. It's off the rim, and they'll get a fresh 30. And now a mental mistake by McDonald. Should have been a foul called on Somerset. There was major contact. Now a timeout called by Coach Bates. And he's gonna have a talk with one of our officials too, because that was a blatant foul. There was contact there. That's why McDonald stopped. I think she thought there was a whistle, didn't hear one, then started moving again without dribbling. There's your travel and your change of possession. So Coach Bates needs to settle down the troops here. Durfee Hilltoppers not playing like they were earlier in this one. 13 points in that first quarter, but just 14 in the final, in the last 2, and now just only 2 points in this 4th quarter. So really been struggling to make baskets. Meanwhile, on the other side, Somerset Berkley kind of playing the game of slow and steady wins the race, because 8 in the first, 7 in the second, 9 last quarter, and now here 7 in the 4th. They're closing well, which is, again, something I mentioned just moments ago in between quarters that they have struggled doing, and that is finishing strong. They've done a nice job of that so far. 3:35 on the clock. That's still a lot of time to play basketball. So a lot can happen from now until then, till the final buzzer, if you will. So. But we'll see how they do in these last 3.5 minutes. Right now, they have the lead. Isabel McDonald with 4 fouls. She's out there for Durfee, but she's got to be careful. Don't want to lose her. Then again, she's been scoreless in this second half, so not necessarily been a factor offensively, but you just got to be careful. Don't want to lose her too soon here. This is for 3. That is going to go! Salamone with her second from downtown. It's a 5-point Somerset lead. That one got a friendly bounce. But hey, it doesn't matter how pretty it is. It's still 3 points. Huge basket from Salamone. Carrero can't put it in. Loose ball. Boy, this gym has come alive. It was pretty quiet here for a while, but the Blue Raiders fans really excited now. McDonald wants 3. That's no good. And Mikhailov gets the rebound. Loose ball, and they keep it. Somerset able to keep it. Got a player down. That's Callahan down again. She went down hard earlier. I think she's okay, but Cruz is going to come in and replace her. And Somerset will have it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They've lost 10 seconds on it. Popped away. It should be Durfee ball. Going the other way. It still went off of White. Wow. I thought for a minute, I mean, it happened right in front of us. I really thought for a second there Griffin actually had touched it. But evidently not. So Somerset's going to keep it. 16 on the shot clock now. There's still in the backcourt. Griffin gets a great feed. Carrero with good defense there. Another jump ball. And it looks like Durfee's going to get it. This time they do, so the possession going their way. Hilltoppers in desperate need of points here. Season hanging in the balance, and they lose it. Carrero goes down now. Totally overpowered and outmanned in this second half of the Hilltoppers, particularly this fourth quarter. Been pretty ugly. Anusha Lemian picks up her first foul, Durfee's 8th, and SB heading back to the line. Gajewski will shoot 1 and 1. They haven't made a free throw tonight in 5 tries. That one is good. That's a big one right there. So she'll shoot another with the lead at 6 points. The officials giving the crowd a talking to. Some of the students here, the 6-man getting a little chippy, if you will, with some remarks, and don't like to see that or hear that ever. And big credit to the officials there for basically giving them the warning, hey, zip it or you're out. Cruz losing it momentarily. Another jump ball. Somerset's going to get it this time. We're under 2 minutes to play. You heard Coach LePage say run the clock. I mean, Durfee doesn't have fouls to give. That's part of the problem here. Good pass there to Salamone. And there is a foul, and we're heading back to the line again. So Durfee with just the one basket in this fourth quarter. We've played over 6 minutes, and they've been outscored. Let's see, 4, 8, 11. They've been outscored 11-2. As Callahan picked up her third foul. The first was made by Salamone, so she'll get to shoot another one. This lead continues to grow. Durfee not doing anything to come back. It's off the rim, so close. Salamone thought she had it. Time not on Durfee's side. They need some quick points. Tipped away. Cruz able to get there, though. Kind of came right to her. Alemian, this is for 2. That's in and out. Durfee can't buy a basket right now with 90 seconds to play in the ball game. 36-29, Somerset Berkley ahead. Nice job by Griffin going up the ladder. This is for 3. Quick release. No good. And a rebound. That is good. Majori, her first basket of the game, makes it a 9-point game with 1:07 on the clock. Coach Bates wants timeout, but I think this one's going to be a little out of reach for the Hilltoppers now. They needed a stop on that last possession. They didn't get it. Instead, they gave up 2 more points. And a 9-point game with the way they've been shooting, they're just not scoring. Been hard-pressed to see a drought like this throughout this season. It's been quite a while. But only the one basket thanks to Abby Callahan. And that was way back towards the beginning of this fourth quarter. Nothing since. And with this loss, the Hilltoppers as well, if it ends up staying this way, Durfee will be officially out of playoff contention. At least just by record. I mean, unless there are any tiebreakers based on other teams, but you have to win 50% of your games. And right now, with an 11th loss looming, Durfee would not get their 50%, their 500 winning percentage. They would not go 50-50 this season, wins or losses. They'd end up on the losing end of it. So 1:07. McDonald back in, number 1. She'll inbound it. McDonald for 3, no good. Carrero up the ladder, fouled and 1. So a possible 3-point play here, and that only took 9 seconds off the clock. That puts her to 10 points for the game, into double digits. It is the 4th foul for Somerset Berkley. And it's the 3rd foul on Mikhailov. That one did not go. So just the 2 points, 7-point game. And a foul drawn by Alemian, and now Durfee will max out on fouls with their 10th team foul. Alemian's 2nd, so she's still good to go in this one. But it's going to be an automatic 2 shots the rest of the way here as we play the game of fouls. So 2 shots for Gajewski. She's got 11 points in the game. Looking to add to that. 1 for 2 at the line. And she hits the first one. That one no good. Who wants it? Carrero may have stepped out of bounds. She did, and she cannot believe it. So we're going to have to foul again, but it's an 8-point game. Can't give up more points. But the name of the game is to foul. He's going to let the basket go. Picked up by the Hilltoppers. Desperation time now. Alemian to McDonald to Callahan. That is Catherine out there now. Time not on your side. Got to take a shot. Carrero with a 3. Got it! Timeout on the court. 5-point game with 24.3 to play. That was a huge 3-pointer for Carrero. But I'm afraid it may be a little bit too little, too late, as they say. (39-34) is the score. With Somerset Berkley ahead, they have come all the way back to take the lead. They trailed by as much as 8 in this game. Shot clock is off. Durfee's going to have no choice but to foul. Unless they get lucky with a steal here. Even then, still fairly improbable here. She's out of bounds by like a foot. I'm not sure what happened there. The official's going to talk to the scores here. So an official timeout. Okay, so we thought we were going to have a technical foul. Coach LePage questioning. I still don't think anybody knows what's going on here, myself included. Okay, so I guess the clock was incorrect. Now 29 seconds on the clock, which is more than we had before that timeout. So I think that was the problem. So that's why the official timeout. Wide open. Good for the two. Gajewski. That was a great setup there by Coach LePage and the Blue Raiders. And now they have the ball because it went out of bounds on the bad pass by the Lady Hilltoppers. What a comeback. McDonald's going to pick up number 5. She's done. Again, team max, so we're already at the limit for Durfee. And she has 5, so that's it for her, for McDonald. And 2 shots are going to be coming here for, it looks like Salamone at the line. Salamone 1 for 3. The Hilltoppers going to end up losing this game. The way the score is going, not getting any luck yet. That's good. Now, interestingly enough, McDonald's still into the game with the 5 fouls. That's good for 2 as well. And she's still going to get to play. I'm not sure what's going on here in these last couple minutes. Timeout called. Well, we'll get one more cheer from the Blue Raiders cheerleaders. I've never seen, though, a player with 5 fouls get to stay into the game. So I don't know if we're rewriting the rules or something. But anytime we see 5, you're out. The official still chatting and then going back to the scorer's table as well. So there's definitely some confusion down on the court. Probably the only negative about being up here is the view is great, but a little bit isolated. Can't go down to the table and see what's going on. Nonetheless, 43-34 is the score with the Blue Raiders ahead by 9 now. 17.1 on the clock. And about to celebrate a victory here. .15 seconds to play. Hilltoppers let it fly for 3. No good. And another foul. Callahan's going to pick up her 4th. And we're going to go back to the line down the other end. And Salamone's going to go to the line again. She was the one fouled. She's the one taking the shots. And, boy, I'll tell you, Coach LePage was not lying. Salamone and Gajewski leading the way in terms of scoring for this team right now. Let's see, 11 points for Salamone. Trying to make it 12. No good. On the other side, 14 for Gajewski. It's also 12 points for Griffin underneath tonight. Toppers get a basket at the end, but a very cold second half, netting 16 points. And even worse here in the fourth quarter, just not a good way. I mean, they closed out okay. Carrero looked good with 5 points. Late, she was kind of I guess you could say late resurgence of Carrero. But other than that, I mean, not much to show for it in the fourth quarter for Durfee, and that's what really hurt them in this one. Looking at it on the other side, in terms of fourth quarter points, really impressive for Gajewski, as I said, the 2 freshmen, her and Salamone. Fourth quarter points alone, okay? Gajewski, I'm doing this in my head here, adding up fast, 2, 4, 7 points alone in that fourth quarter for Gajewski after 7 the previous 3 quarters. And then for Salamone, 6 points for her after 5 the whole game before that as well. So the previous 3 quarters really stepping up big. And what did I say before? They've struggled closing out games. Well, not tonight. The Somerset Berkley Blue Raiders, the Lady Blue Raiders, that is, they come out on top with a great comeback victory for them. This is definitely one that will boost morale. Unfortunately, on the other side for the Lady Hilltoppers, their playoff hopes have pretty much come to an end. Again, they had to win out in these last 5 games, including tonight. Didn't happen for them. They gave it up in the fourth quarter. So a special night, senior night here from Somerset Berkley. And it is the Lady Blue Raiders. Why do I want to keep saying Whalers? This is not Big 3. I guess I have Big 3 on my mind. But the Lady Blue Raiders take care of the Lady Hilltoppers tonight, 43-36 on senior night. So it's been a lot of fun. We really thank you for tuning in. Great to be back here at Somerset. Hopefully we can do some spring sports as well, maybe some baseball and softball. Durfee and Somerset playing each other. So we'll check out the schedule soon. First, we got to get to state tournament in the winter. So if you're watching on Fred TV, our tournament coverage will continue as we get back from vacation with some Diamond basketball, because we know some of those teams are in. Be sure to like and follow the Fred TV Sports Facebook page. I'll be updating that throughout winter break next week as tournament qualifiers are announced. If you're watching in Somerset, hope you enjoyed the broadcast. It was great coming back onto your TV sets here across the river, and we hope to see you again real soon as Fred TV and Blue Raiders Studios collide once again to bring you high school sports. Evan Massoud signing off from Somerset Berkley. We'll see you soon.